Hello everyone, this is LovableTroll and welcome back to Troll Plays Valkyria Chronicles. Now normally I record the audio while I'm playing to give kind of a play-by-play of what I'm doing.
Here's the brief
but for these tutorial maps it's a little bit dry since everything is pretty much straightforward what you do. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the map, and then once I give you all the information on what I do, I'm going to talk a little bit about myself, talk to you as people and not just as an audience watching me play a video game. So in this battle, the first turn is really all that you're going to need to do. You just position your units and then everything ends up working out fine. So the idea here is to get your guys spread out and cover a wide area. You move Alicia across the road to the other sandbags so that she can shoot any scouts that come by, as well as the shock trooper, which is a new class introduced with a machine gun. So by placing her there, it allows you to shoot down the scouts and distract the shock trooper so they don't throw grenades at the wall. You're defending a giant gate to keep the enemy from getting the townspeople who are fleeing. So I move the town watchmen to those particular areas, have them take cover, and then the rest of it pretty much plays itself. So talking a little bit about me and, how I got here, how the LovableTroll came into existence, I've been playing games for years. It's been a part of me growing up. I learned to read playing Shining Force on the Sega Genesis. Excellent game, by the way. And all of my friends growing up played video games. My family all played video games. Still do. So I just have been a part of gaming for as long as I can remember. Now, the LovableTroll didn't come along until, I'd say, about 2012. It started a little bit in high school. I would, argue for fun with my friends and say trollish things, you could say. And all my friends understood that and thought it was hilarious. People who I didn't know were like, oh, he's just an asshole. I didn't mean anything by it, I just thought it was fun. So then, fast forward to 2012, a friend of mine convinces me to start playing League of Legends, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. So I start playing it, I toss around a couple of, usernames over the course of that year, and then that same friend mentioned that I use a lot of unconventional champions, and I play them in unconventional roles, and people would always say, oh, stop trolling, you're such a troll, but by the end of the game, they're like, you're like the nicest troll I've ever met, I don't rage or anything like that. So I started tossing around the idea of likable troll, good guy troll, things like that, but I finally settled on LovableTroll because I think it kind of accentuated the drastic difference between lovable and troll, and I've just been using it ever since. My YouTube is LovableTroll. Pretty much every online game I play is now, the LovableTroll in some way, shape, or form. So that's just kind of how I came to be who I am today, the LovableTroll that you see before you. Now, going back to the game itself, as you probably have seen if you were actually watching the gameplay, Alicia took care of most of the shock trooper and the scouts. Now, the second shock trooper, this is kind of why I wish that I had recorded live, because this guy came dangerously close to taking out Alicia, and I was freaking out because I'm like, oh, is he gonna throw a grenade? Oh, no! And the sigh of relief when she survived his attack with 8 HP was just great, because I knew that no one else was gonna get to move. Turn 3, Welkin comes in with the tank, and the rest of the battle is cleaned up just like that.
Here we go!
So the tank is a very interesting unit. It is very strong, as I mentioned before, and having one in your hands is excellent. The only downside is that it takes 2 command points to move, and its movement is significantly lower than pretty much any other unit. However, it can go over a lot of different terrain, it can break cover, and it has a lot of utility along with the just pure damage. So the tank, the Edelweiss, has 3 different weapons. It has the anti-tank giant shell. It also has a machine gun and the mortar, which you will see here. And the mortar is excellent because it clears an area, removes all the cover, and does significant damage to any infantry unit except for Lancer, because they're heavily armored infantry units. So the idea with this match is save the door, get the tank in at the 3rd turn, and then use all of your command points to take out this tank. Now you'll notice the orange circle on the tank is enormous. It is very, very inaccurate, but it does do a lot of damage. So just get as close as you can, shoot it in the radiator, which I figured out what that is called as well. And, you know, it's cleaned up real easy. I'm lucky I didn't miss any because I didn't really have an answer for the tank attacking the gate again. And Alicia was dangerously low. So I'm glad that that all worked out well, and the operation was a success.
Yes, we stopped it.
And there was a baby on the tank, and or rather a pregnant woman on the in the tank, and she had a baby during the battle. Just random things involved with the story. Little interesting. So that gave me a lot of experience and Ducat for that A rank, which is great because, if I'm not mistaken, in the next episode, I will finally get to use that in the headquarters of the town. But I'll get into that more during the next episode. For now, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more of our content, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. You'll get updates whenever we put up new content. This is LovableTroll. Thank you and have a great day.